Alright, I'm gonna talk about the speed theory. You can see example right here. What I recommend you to do is look at Sneaky Pip's video. He shows the stuff in a great way. So basically, speed theory is simply just, let's say we have a POI right here, and then whatever. If we come into a POI with some speed, the theory is that it should also drop. So that was the inducement, quote unquote, whatever. Yeah, so basically the theory is if we come in a POI with a good amount of speed, good amount of engulfing candles, it should give a good enough reaction like this, as he's shown in this example as well. Came up with speed, hit a POI, and it's showing the same reaction. Go with speed, hit a POI, sweep with liquidity, same reaction. So I just want to get into this theory really quick because I find this to be very interesting. Just viewing the market, just looking at simply just speed. So I'm not really looking at too much liquidity points to the left or whatever. I'm not really doing all that. All I'm looking is at how we come into a POI with speed. It could be on it's fractal, so it can be on hourly, 4 hour, or whatever. But just know we come into a POI with some speed. There he is. Should go like that. Same. Let me just give you an example of what I've seen as far as, so like, let's say PY came in speed, and then we chop down, bow, whatever, and then we go up, boom, and then we chop down, speed, we go up from there, boom, and then we come in POI, sweep with liquidity, speed. I'm saying, so it can all be same stuff. This was this was speed, this was speed, this was speed as well. But if we're already in a sell from this area, then we shouldn't really be trying to go against that. We just let it do its thing. And yeah, now this is speed as well. So what can it possibly, well, in theory, what should we see happen from reaction? Either we can have something like this, or we can just go up, create whatever, induce speed, hit the PY again, and then fall. No, it's something like that. That's the speed theory, and it's actually working out pretty freaking well, as you can see. Like, I hopped in here with confidence because of all the speed we came in with. So I'm not really, I'm not in my mindset right now. I'm not really looking at a lot of trend traders, people that are following a trend on the lower time frame, chopping up. I'm not really looking at it that way. I'm just simply looking at the speed. So, like, let me see if I can get another example real quick. That was a good example, but let's just delete this real quick. Boom. Right here. So in theory, is that good? But we did come with a lot of speed though. But this area doesn't look like a good POI area. So, although, yeah, that is a gap though. So never mind. So look, in theory, this should work out. So see that you can go on the low time frame and try to refine the entry and just find another demand with imbalance or whatever. So in theory, this should work out, and then okay, cool. But it did have a strong reaction. So now, continue on that. That has a lot of speed into a POI. And that doesn't look so good. Although we do have a lot of speed though. But it's really reaction though. All the same stuff. My thing is, you want to try to follow the trend, quote unquote, the high time frame trend, and try to form a bias by liquidity to the left, and what possibly can target. So like enlighten me. What I don't like is chop. I don't like chop. A lot of candles, you know. If we do get a lot of candles, like I like 3 or more candles like this right here, choppy at first, and then we came in with a lot of speed. I'm saying that's ideally what I want to see. Same here, came in with a lot of speed, little to no candles, just like 3 candles engulfing. So like, yeah, this PY here came in with a lot of speed. So ideally you want to see that work. And I feel like you can definitely get better over this over time though. As you see, look at that. Big reactions. The same here. Big reaction. What do we have? Big reactions. What do we start respecting? Order flow. And I'm saying start to respect order flow on a low time frame. See if we get the complete move after that. Here we do. Look at that. Speed. That's why with these are so dangerous. And let's see if I could even refine it. And in this case, yes, we could perfectly. You know, to this right here. Take this entry. Might take that entry right here. Stop at the high, and then shoot for the freaking lows. It is like, it gets pretty simple though. You know what I'm saying, and we shoot down with a lot of speed. So that's the speed theory, really. And look what we did. Came back up with a lot of speed again. Tapping into what to the left? Another PY area. Small, but it didn't work out in that case. But still, you get the memo. And then let's see if we even continue down. You know, following the trend. I said twin. Okay, no, we don't. But same concept though. Pretty sure. A lot of speed, whatever. So yeah, I'm just showing you this real quick.